Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Premier League Fantasy Football and welcome to my video. In today's video, I want to look at a free hit draft for the double game week 22. Now, if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe and drop a like on the video as it helps my channel out a lot. So here we go. So first up, let's look at the fixtures because it's very important that we look at so many different scenarios that could occur in the next coming days. Now, the first one is, these are the main fixtures for game week 22. And because of the postponements on some of the fixtures, these 4 fixtures has been added to game week 22, which is now a double game week. So you've got Burnley versus Watford, Brighton versus Chelsea, Leicester versus Spurs, Brentford versus Manchester United. Now, looking at these double game week fixtures, I'm not that excited about it. However, if you got only around 3 double game week players or something, and you've got a couple of issues with your team, I think using the free hit could be the way to go. The wild card, I think holding the wild card is the best option. Or you could take a -4 point hit or 8 to get around 6 or 7 double game week players. I'm going to talk to you guys about different scenarios as well. There's a couple of players that only got 1 fixture that has got really good fixture in game week 22 that could help out as well. So the issues that we may come across is COVID, right? And postponements. There's a lot of talk about, some of Manchester City players got COVID. If that's the case, then this game here against Chelsea could be postponed. We don't know yet. Every day we're hearing something new. So, like for me, I've got 3 Manchester City players. If that's the case, then, that's going to force me to use the free hit. Because by that time, game week 23, things could change. And, they might be all good to go for the Southampton game. And that's actually a really good fixture. The other thing that we need to look at is, there's fixtures like, Liverpool versus Brentford. Liverpool players only got 1 fixture in game week 22, and we don't want to go without them. We definitely want to keep Trent and Jota. This fixture here that I like, Newcastle versus Watford, I'm liking, Callum Wilson could be a good option. We got West Ham versus Leeds. Most of us has some West Ham players. I got Antonio, Bowen and Dawson that could do really well for me for this game week and this fixture. So that's why a lot of people are talking about having around 7 to 8 double game week players is enough. You don't have to get a full 11 because there are single game week players that has got really good fixtures. Rich fixture that would definitely help you out for this game week. That's what I wanted to mention before we go and create the team. So let's have a look at the free hit team. As you can see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 single game week players here. Now you don't have to do this. You can go ahead and remove all the single game week players and bring in all the double game week players for the free hit that you're going to use. Do whatever you want. So these are the players that I have picked. I'm going to go through them and I want to talk to you guys about other options as well that I'm considering. So let's start with the strikers. Now it all depends. You can go for King, you can go for Dennis, you can go for both of them if you want to. Watford has got 2 good fixtures, one against Newcastle away and the other one away against Burnley. Decent fixtures for them to actually score against. I'm not saying they're going to win, but they might have a good chance to score against. Now here I've got Antonio. Now you can go ahead and just have at least 1 West Ham player. So you could keep Bowen. If you don't have another good double game week midfielder in mind, then keep Bowen and remove Antonio. And maybe Antonio could be Chris Wood. I know what you're thinking, but this is probably the only time that you're going to own Chris Wood. Because if you look at the fixtures, if you make a transfer for Chris Wood, then that means you have to go through these tough fixtures. And these are tough. You know, he can still do well, but you just, yeah, you're just taking a gamble here and going for him for only for game week 22. And with the free hit, and this is where we can do that. So if you want another striker that has got double game week, then maybe removing Antonio and keeping Bowen to have at least one West Ham player could be the way to go. Now, you don't have to go for Ronaldo. You can go for Harry Kane here. But I think Ronaldo, you know, because in this team, as you can see, I've got Ronaldo and Son. So I've got one player from each team. You know, you don't have to go for Ronaldo. You can probably go and try your best to get Kane if you wanted to. We're going to look, see if we can create a draft for that. But I'm going to go with Ronaldo because the fixtures are okay. But I know what you mean. I know what you're going to say. You know, their fixtures, and they haven't been performing really well. But these fixtures could be a turning point, right? You just never know. Plus is Ronaldo. Now, if you look at the midfielders, we've got Bowen. We've got Son, that is going to be our captain for this game week. Maddison, if he's fit. If it's not, maybe Trossard could be a player to look at. Maybe even Mason Mount could be a player to bring in. And Jota, single game week player. Very good fixture at home against Brentford. And as you can see for the defense, I've got Loughton, Corella from Brighton. You can go for Lamptey if you wanted to, but it's actually been performing really well. And this is probably the only time that you can actually bring him in with a free hit. I'm not sure a lot of people are going to go for him on a normal transfer. And Loughton, like a big differential that could do really well with 2 back-to-back home games. So that's why I went with them. And we've got David De Gea, a player that could save a lot of shots. So he could get a massive score at the end of game week 22. So this is the free hit that I'm looking at. So I'm going to slowly just add like the extra players. So I'm just going to bring like really, really cheap players. So I'll probably bring Williams there. Yeah, Tsimikas, why not? Let's go for a cheap goalkeeper. Who's the cheapest? I don't know. I'm just going to pick anyone for now. And we've got 8.4. So we've still got a lot of money to kind of spend. I'm going to go for the cheapest cheap. A player that plays. Yeah, Gilmore. There we go. So I got like around 4.1. You probably got more. And there we go. That is some kind of a free hit team. I think it's good to upgrade one of the substitute players for just in case. You know, if there's a postponement, then you got that player off your bench. And as you can see, I got 4.1. And maybe I could squeeze in and bring in Harry Kane if I wanted to. So there's a lot of things that we can look at, guys. But I think this is one of the best free hit drafts that you can use. There is a lot of big differentials like Chris Wood, 1.4. You know, you got Maddison, that is 8.5. You got Loughton, that is 1.8. You got you can go for Lamptey if you wanted to. That is low owned. That is 2.5, as you can see for this guy. There are a couple of good big differentials that you can bring in on a free hit. Now, I'm just going to see what I can do. I've got 10.8. I'm going to bring in Harry Kane. There we go. Let's see. So 1.4. I need to downgrade someone. This is going to be quite difficult. Maybe I can remove Maddison, but there's 5.5, so that's not a lot. Maybe I could try something a little bit different there and bring in the 5.5 player if I wanted Kane and Ronaldo. Maybe I might not want Ronaldo, you know. Maybe I want to bring back Antonio into the team. And the thing is with the midfielders, it's actually quite difficult to pinpoint which midfielder I want to go for game week 22. Bowen is the best player to kind of bring in. Bernardo Silva, yeah, you could if he's got a fixture, if he's not, if he's okay, if he's not unwell, you can go for him. Salah's gone, Mane's gone. You can go for Mason Mount. Probably Mason Mount is a player to kind of go for this game week, but there might be issues with postponements. You never know. Saka, the fixture against Tottenham isn't the best, but Saka has been performing really well. You got Smith Rowe that is always on the bench. Okay, Rafinha is a good shout. It is against West Ham though. West Ham is a good team. Jorginho, Sterling. The thing is with Manchester City players, there's a lot of like rotation there. It's very difficult to pinpoint who to actually bring in, who's going to play. You can go for Fernandes. You can go for Fernandes. You can try something a little bit different. Go for Fernandes. Maybe we need to start downgrading some of these players. Maybe I could do, let's see, if I bring back Chris Wood, would I be able to bring Maddison as an example? Where is Chris Wood? Because he's cheaper than Antonio. Or actually Bowen, let's see. Maybe you could do something like this. I need 0.3. I'm pretty certain that you guys got this because my value on my team is dropping like crazy. And here is another option. So instead of going for Ronaldo, keep Kane and bring in Fernandes in that midfield. And there we go, really. There's a lot of different possibilities, a lot of different options. There's, you know, Fernandes is 14.3% owned. Harry Kane is 9.4%. With the free hit, you're pretty much covering a lot. You know, only hit in this game, you know, there's Sanchez and Zaha. There's not many players that is highly owned. Actually, who was the other? Gallagher. Yeah, he's Gallagher, but he's still unwell. We don't know if he's going to play. Manchester City players is the only one that you're going to need to watch out for. And if this goes ahead, then, you know, I might not free hit because I do have 3 Manchester City players. Not many managers are going to go for Burnley. They might go for Maddison. They don't have Vardy because there's a lot of injuries for Leicester. Not many people's got Newcastle players, you know, maybe Wilson, but because it's double, they might not go for him. A lot of people has Dennis. Everton players, some people has Everton players. Not many people has Wolves or Southampton. So you're not, like, the players, you pretty much got the best players for this game week. Obviously, Ronaldo can hurt you and their defense. And, you know, Salah's not there, Mane is not there. And if you got Jota and Trent, I mean, you're pretty much sorted. And the only thing here, maybe, you know, keeping both Bowen and Antonio could be the way to go. And here, Spurs. So Son is the player to bring in. Maybe Saka is the player to kind of look out for. And you're pretty much covered most of the teams here. Most of the Chelsea defense is highly owned, but most of them are injured. So they're not going to hurt you as much as what you think. So I'm really liking this game week, and I'm hoping that it's going to go well for me. For me, if you look at my team, I've got 1, 2, 3 double game week players. I do have Dawson, Bowen, and Antonio at home against Leeds. I think this is a very good fixture. I've got Diaz, Gundogan, and Bernardo at home against Chelsea. You just never know. It could be a good game for Manchester City. They could score a lot of goals, but I don't know which one is going to play. So if I hear any news that Bernardo is out or Gundogan, I might remove them for a double game week player. I might even bring in Jota, to be honest with you. But, you know, and if I remove Watkins, you know, for Ronaldo, let's just have a quick look. Let's see if I can do that. Can I bring in Ronaldo? I can, and then I can remove like Ronaldo or something and bring in Maddison. That could be an option if it's fit. Then I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double game week players. So if I do that, let's just remove these 2. It's not, the team doesn't look that bad. I do have some bench players as well. So there's a lot of options here for me. So I'm just going to see what happens. There's going to be a lot of news. There's going to be a lot of changes. But I thought I'll post this video for you guys to watch. And then, you know, I'll come back on a Tuesday and we'll go through this again. Okay. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining. I hope that this video has helped you. Please do subscribe if you're new and drop a like on the video. Hopefully this video will get up to about 100 likes. I'm trying to push. I'm trying to get back into the routine, get my views up and all that stuff. And yeah, thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. See ya.